Okay. It is crypto faceless. I remain faceless. I remain nameless. Red day, guys. We got a red day. Perfectly fine. Spoke about this before. You got to have red days in order to have a bull run, right? Pullbacks are in the game. Embrace the pullback, all right? In order to have a chart that goes up and to the right, you need to have green day, green day, green day, red day, red day, green day, green day, green day, red day, red day. I think you get the point. You need to have more green days than red days. That's how you classify a bull market. If you want to talk, if you like a bull market in simplistic terms, more green days than red days. All right. Um, Generally speaking, the months before the halving is up only. Like if you look at the history, if you look at the charts, we expect the month before the halving to be for the price to go up. Pretty much. Okay. I mean, during the last bull run, you can say that it did have a dip, but that was mainly because of the C19, which was an anomaly. You can say was a black swan event, all right. But if you look at other than that, previous bull runs, the months before the halving is up only. Okay. Doesn't mean that we're not gonna have a pullback. Does not mean that we're not gonna have a pullback, guys. Okay. I told you guys a few weeks ago when we broke 32K. All right, there was a big level of resistance, 30K and then 32K. I told you guys when we break that and when we broke through like straight through that to 35, I said that we probably will go up higher, probably to 40 something K. We haven't reached there yet, but we've been sitting around 36, 37, and 38K, right? And I said that basically it's perfectly normal to come right back down and retest former resistance, which is 32K, right? So if you know anything about technical analysis, you know that this is completely normal. Uh, you know, it's called turning former resistance into support. All right, so we broke 32, we go up higher, we come back down to 32 or 33 around that range, retest it, make it support, and then shoot off from there. That's a completely normal and healthy scenario that any healthy chart it goes through. Okay, so that is a likely scenario that could happen, could go back down. And for me, that's not a selling opportunity; it's a buying opportunity. Okay, because when you're in a bull run, you have to flip. Or personally, what I'm doing is I flip my mentality towards buy the dip. It's buy the dip season when you're in a bull market. Okay, when you're in a bear market, you're not buying dips. Like I wasn't buying coins for the past year. If you were doing that, you were just buying what we call a falling knife. Okay, if you're buying a falling knife, you're just losing money for 2 straight years, right? If you've been buying crypto the past 2 years, you've just been losing money for 2 years. You're buying a falling knife because you don't buy the dips in a bear market. You find a bottom, you wait for a bottom, and then you get in. Okay, which was for me a little while ago. Okay, I forgot how long ago, a few months ago, whatever, however long ago it was, right? But the point is, now that we're in a bull market, you flip to buying the dips. That's what I'm doing, right? Anytime we have a dip, I'll be buying that dip. All right, it's very important. And then when the bull market comes around, we're gonna switch again to selling into euphoria. We're gonna be selling into FOMO. Okay, this channel, I'm keeping everything like realistic. I'm following principles. We're not gonna fall for the hype. Okay, so we're gonna switch. When the sentiment switches, we're gonna switch our mentality and our trading and investing strategy. Okay, so right now it's buy the dip season. Okay, I'm hearing a lot of people say, "Oh, the bull market is not gonna come around. Maybe this is just all a fake out. Maybe this is just like a relief rally. There's no new innovation in the market this time around." It's all nonsense. It's all nonsense. It is true there is no real new innovation in this bull market, but you don't actually need new innovation every single bull market, right? You don't actually need that. All right, that's not something that you need. Okay, yes, it is true. In the last bull market, we did have a lot of new innovation. We had 2019, 2020, we had DeFi, right? There was no DeFi before that. We didn't even know what that was. Decentralized finance. What is that? A new invention that people flock towards. Same thing with NFTs, brand new for the last cycle. All right, this is the new thing. You can sell your artwork, you can get royalties, you can do this, you can do that, all brand new. This time around, we don't have a bunch of brand new tech, but what we do have is continuation and more advancement of the tech that we already have created in the past, which is what you want to see. I mean, you don't actually have to have new tech every single time. This is like people follow false narratives and they make up stuff in their mind to why there's not going to be a boom run. It's just ridiculous. Like, think about the iPhone. There's a new iPhone that comes out every single year. What's new about the iPhone? It's just small incremental changes. A longer battery, a little bit of a better camera. That's it. Every single year. Longer battery, better camera. Longer camera, longer battery, better camera every single year. Does Apple lose any money? No, they make money every single year when they come out with a new coin. Every single year, right? And that's what we're seeing right now. We're seeing better advancement with the tech that was already created. And this is brings me to my point of crypto gaming. All right. Crypto gaming was around in the last bull market, and we saw ridiculous gains in crypto gaming. But this time around, there's a lot more advancement. The games are a lot better. Okay. Which is why I want to speak about crypto gaming, specifically Beam and Shrapnel. All right. When it comes to crypto gaming, you can invest in two different ways. You can invest in infrastructure, and you can invest in an individual game. All right. So when it comes to infrastructure, which is, in my opinion, is a more safer play, we're talking about gaming studios. We're talking about gaming blockchains. Okay, think G Swift, right? We were in G Swift from 7 cents all the way up to 42 cents the other day. All right, we're having a pullback right now, but that's fine. That's a part of the market. All right, but we're seeing ridiculous gains, but in the infrastructure. Okay, G Swift is the gaming studio. It's a modular blockchain, modular gaming blockchain. Right, you can build games on it. Same thing with Beam. All right, Beam is a gaming blockchain on Avalanche. Okay, within the Avalanche ecosystem. Okay, it is a place where games, they can build their games or they can have their games on Beam. Okay, so it's not an individual game, but it's more of a platform or blockchain for gaming. Okay, that's called an infrastructure play. All right, very nice. I believe prime for ridiculous gains. Okay, I'm talking about 100x when it comes to Beam. The biggest players in the space are speaking about Beam, and like, you need the big time players to speak about your coin. If they're not, they'll go up, but not as much as the other ones that are being spoken about. Just being real, right? What about an individual game? Shrapnel. Shrapnel is a um, shooter game, kind of like Call of Duty, first person shooter game. Uh, it is a triple A game. When I say triple A, that means, if you don't know about gaming, that means it's a really high quality game. Okay, you think Call of Duty, you think any other big time game that comes out of any big time gaming studio. That is a triple A game. So the games that we're getting now are reaching the level of triple A, which is very important because we don't want adoption, but we want the possibility of adoption. You guys know me. You guys know this channel. I don't care about adoption, but I need the narrative to show a possibility of adoption. Okay, so when it comes to Shrapnel, it is a first-person shooter game, kind of like Call of Duty. Looks similar to it, and it's AAA. That's a good narrative for me personally. That's a good narrative. Okay, that means people might want to play this game, right? That means people will buy it. That means people will buy it. At the end of the day, we need people to buy the coin in order to make money. People will buy it. It's a good narrative. And every single big time player in the crypto gaming space is speaking about Shrapnel. All right. Speaking about Beam and speaking about Shrapnel. When it comes to infrastructure play, they're speaking about Beam. When it comes to, and G Swift, don't forget G Swift. And also, when it comes to crypto gaming, the individual games, it people are speaking about Shrapnel. That's the one that everyone's talking about. Okay, you want to be in the one that everyone is talking about, and you want to be in it early. All right, that's pretty much what you want. All right, I mean, like, the only thing I can compare Shrapnel to is from the last bull run, uh, was Illuvium. If you were around in the last bull run and you heard about Illuvium, Illuvium was the game everybody was speaking about. Like when it came to crypto gaming, everybody was speaking about Illuvium, 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 Illuvium. Illuvium went went up a lot. I forgot how much it went. I think it was like 300x or more. All right, 300x at least for Illuvium in the last bull market. Now, Shrapnel is being spoken about the same way Illuvium is being spoken about. Every big time crypto gaming YouTuber, Twitter space, content creator, social media influencer is talking about Shrapnel. The big boys. We're talking about Alex Becker. We're talking about Ilio Trades. We're talking about like Shrapnel. Okay. So yeah, those are my two plays when it comes to the Avalanche ecosystem. I want to have something in every ecosystem. I want to have infrastructure plays. I want to have gaming plays, or individual games. Yeah, I mean, like Beam and G Swift. Those are my infrastructure plays. Shrapnel, that's my gaming play. Um, is it better to invest, or I shouldn't say better? Personally, the way I see it is infrastructure is a little bit more safer of a play. It's like buying a layer one instead of an individual coin. So, for example, you have Ethereum, and then you have all the other individual coins on Ethereum. Um, Buying Beam and G Swift is kind of like buying Ethereum, and then buying Shrapnel is kind of like just buying an individual coin on Ethereum, right? So I think the safer play is to buy the infrastructure play, but I want to have exposure to everything, right? I want to have exposure to everything because we've got possible. I don't want to leave anything on the table. We've got possible hundreds of X's on the table when it comes to these individual games, when it comes to these infrastructure gaming plays, and when it comes to other altcoin sectors as well, layer ones, Zen, of course, I'm a huge Zen guy, Pulse Chain, Flare, you guys know the coins I'm talking about on this channel. Yeah, guys, that's it for me today, guys. Like, comment, subscribe. I'm out.